At this point, then, I would ask for Tom Bell to, if Tom Bell's here, to come forward, and I will, while he's being unmuted, I will ask the convention for unanimous consent to receive a courtesy resolution in honor of the Reverend John Lane. See if there's anybody opposed to that. Tom, thank you, if you would.
Thank you. I'm honored to be able to present this in memory of my great friend and rector, John Lane. I would like to thank Sally James and Roger Bowen of Trinity Stanton, as well as Sue Bentley and John Heck for forwarding the idea and helping with the writing. That said, I offer a resolution in honor of the Reverend John David Lane. Whereas the Reverend John David Lane died at his home in Stanton on August 30th, 2020, after a long and brave struggle with lymphoma. And whereas John Lane served with distinction as rector of Trinity Church Stanton from 1987 to 2007, and as rector emeritus of Trinity from his retirement until his death. His very successful tenure at Trinity was highlighted by consistently excellent preaching, 2 successful capital campaigns resulting in much needed renovations to the historic church property and the installation of a new organ, a growth in membership at a difficult time for the church, an expansion of parish programs both internally and in establishing an ongoing partnership with the church in Honduras, and active participation in the Stanton community. John had a ministry of presence, an ability to be there for his parishioners when most needed. And whereas John Lane grew up in Princeton, New Jersey, where he was born September 24th, 1944, he graduated from the Hun School of Princeton in 1962 and from Amherst College in 1966. For 2 years after college, John was a Peace Corps volunteer in Nepal, serving in a village which was a 6-day walk from any transportation. After his Peace Corps service, he earned a Master of Divinity degree from the General Theological Seminary in New York in 1972. He also received a Doctor of Ministry degree from Drew University in 1988. Prior to accepting the call at Trinity Stanton, John served parishes in Charlotte and New Orleans. While at Trinity, John served 6 years on the executive board of the Episcopal Church of the USA and is editor of Leaven, an Episcopal National Clergy Association publication. In the Diocese of Southwestern Virginia, John served on the executive board and participated actively in diocesan programs. His after-dinner speeches at the annual diocesan convention banquet were much anticipated for their combination of thoughtful commentary and delightful humor. Whereas John Lane possessed a rare combination of steadfast faith, keen intellect, a quick wit, and an ability to communicate successfully with others on any level. John often stated that his calling was to comfort the afflicted and afflict the comfortable. He excelled at both. John is survived by his wife, Busy, his children, Edward and Mary, and 2 grandchildren. He was predeceased by his son, Andrew, whom he and Busy loved and supported tirelessly throughout his difficult childhood and illness. And whereas it is appropriate for the Diocese of Southwestern Virginia to remember and honor John Lane, now therefore the Diocese of Southwestern Virginia at its 2021 annual convention recognizes and honors the Reverend John David Lane for his outstanding service to the Episcopal Church and expresses its sorrow at his death and its condolences to his family and all those who were touched by his ministry. The clerk is directed to spread this resolution on the minutes of the annual convention and to forward a copy of the resolution to John's wife, Busy, and to the vestry of Trinity Episcopal Church. Bishop, I offer this resolution for consideration by the convention. Thank you.
So I would just like to see your hands of approval by way of applause and approving of the resolution. And thank you, Tom, for reading the resolution. I miss, and anybody who knew John well misses him, and I would let you know that I'm in touch with Busy and with the new rector of Trinity Stanton for John's memorial service, which will be later in the fall, and we hope to have a big gathering in his memory and honor. Thank you, Tom.
Glad to do.
Resolution clearly passes.